What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys, welcome to Nicky's World. I'm Nicky, your host, and today we're going to talk about what grinds my gears and what's going on with the world and all the other stuff, okay? So before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nicky's World so much, seriously guys, please consider donating a cup of coffee, because for a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I'm also on Locals if you guys want to sponsor and support me. If you guys love Nicky's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. And before we get this show on the road, guys, literally, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nicky's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Woo! Okay, guys. Got done with the formalities. I'm on the way to work, you know. So it's typical of Saturday. And yeah, it's a rainy Saturday. Most rainy Saturdays, I'd be like fucking hunkering down in bed, not worrying about wanting to get up and do a diaper change. But that's another topic for that. But really, guys, the one thing I do want to talk about today is what really grinds my gears, and this is going to be an unfiltered podcast show, because what I say on this podcast show goes. Anything could happen, almost literally, guys. Almost literally anything could happen, but this is my unfiltered view of it all, and this is basically my take on what's going on in the world. So essentially, guys, you know how we have all these damn vaccine mandates with this Pino, aka illegitimate president, who wants to mandate companies to mandate their employees take the stupid vaccine, or the so-called vaccine. You wonder why the economy is crashing. You wonder why the economy is falling down like a rock. You wonder why inflation is going higher than Gerald Ford and Carter put together. You wonder why. And you wonder why people are not going to work. It's because you have these stupid, fucking, retarded Democrats, leftists and liberals who go, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, mandates are good. mandates are cool, vaccines are cool. They don't understand the actions and consequences or the repercussions of their stupid actions. They don't, okay? So it pains me, man. It pains me that these people think that, oh, mandates are law. No, they're not. Mandates aren't law. Laws are created when two houses get together and vote for the law, and they equally support, and they say, yeah, we're going for it. The problem is the leftists, liberals, and Democrats, they're in love with mandates because they think that they can bully people with mandates. But then the problem is, guys, they don't understand that mandates are not legal binding law. Judges tend to misinterpret that, and sometimes I see these judges that misinterpret mandates as laws, and I go like this. When did it get voted in? Who voted it in? And who said it was legal? And who said that, like, these mandates are legal law? I want to know what legislative body, what bill made those mandates laws. Democrats, leftists, and liberals have not come up with a solid answer to that because they probably haven't grasped the concept that mandates aren't law. Mandates aren't legal binding law. They're not. They're not, and they never have been. The problem is that you have these blue state Democrats who think that, oh, we can mandate this. We can be in emergency for the fucking rest of our life. Sometimes, in my opinion, guys, some of these governors need to be overthrown. Literally, they need to be thrown out of office and overthrown. They literally do. Because I sit there and I look at them and I go like this. If they ever did this in any third world nation outside of the Western civilized world, we would have been in a civil war less than 2 seconds ago, and those blue state governors would have been on the run for their fucking life. They would have been on the run, and they would have been hunted down, and they would have been like hounded and basically taken out back and possibly executed. If this was in a third world nation outside of the Western civilized world, yeah, you would hear that on the news. You would hear that on the news that a tyrant that caused a civil war was on the run from the tribes, and they were hunting him down and going after all his opponents. You'd hear that. You'd hear that, man. You'd hear that on the news from third world nations. But you don't hear it in Western nations because we're too civilized, and people are too stupid to basically take back their government. That's all it is. People are too afraid to stand up to tyrants and say, enough's enough with this fuck shit. Enough's enough. We're not complying to your stupid mandates, and we're saying no. Okay? One thing I do have to say, and this is one thing I do gotta say like this. To the NYPD cops that arrested these people just because they don't have your stupid state's vaccine card. I thought you swore to uphold the Constitution. Y'all should strip your badge out and say no. You're just like basically thugs for the Democrat Party. I just want to say this to the NYPD officers that arrested those people for not having their so-called vaccine ID cards. Y'all ain't cops. Y'all are not cops. Y'all don't deserve my respect anymore. Y'all swore your hand and said you would swear to uphold the Constitution and the laws. But it seems to me y'all aren't doing your part. And whatever happens. And if people start hating your ass for who you are, I'ma just say like this: let the chips fall where they lie. Okay? Let the chips fall where they lie. If people start hating on you, hating on the police for what you did, and it's been recorded, I'm gonna just say like this: y'all did it to yourselves. Y'all did it. I'm gonna say, yo, y'all on your fucking own. And if people want to hate on you, spit on you, and all that, and basically disrespect you, and all that, I'm gonna just say like this: yo, you're on your own. I'm gonna let y'all do you. I'm gonna let y'all hang for it. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. That's why it's like this. That's why it's like this. I'm sick and tired of these leftist tyrants. I'm sick and tired of these leftist branch Covidians. These people who got their heads stuck up in their asses over the cult of COVID. Who want to live in fear and who want to make you live in fear. Basically, it's like this: they want you to be, they want you to partake in their fear porn. They want you to go along with their fear porn. You being afraid. They want you afraid as much as they're afraid. And it's like the same thing goes. At what point did I sign up for this shit? I didn't sign up to partake in your fear porn shit. Basically, I didn't sign up to be scared over some imaginary boogeyman. People need to literally just say to these politicians, fuck you, F off. You have no right to intrude on my life. Beat it. Simple as that. And same thing, law enforcement needs to literally stop acting like jackboot thugs for these Democrat politicians. And these same Democrats that want to say, oh, we need to defund the police. We need to defund cops. But then you Democrats want these politicians because they're giving you money and your union is supporting them. I just want to know like this. What police officer is okay with your union supporting Democrats who want to defund you? If I was a police officer and that thought came across my mind, I would have said like this: here, you have this shit. Why would I want to deal with a union that wants to defund, that wants to support Democrats that they want to defund me? Think of it this way: almost all the unions in the United States of America are Democrat, so they support Democrat policies that want to get rid of the working class. What's it going to take to get through these people's thick-headed skull that the Democrats in this country are the cause of all your problems? Okay? The Republicans, on the other hand, aren't the solution, but it beats having to vote Democrat. It does. So, this is why, guys, Democrats are the cause of all the problems that we have in this country. Okay? Republicans, on the other hand, like the Liz Cheneys, like the Liz Cheneys and the Mitch McConnells, They're not the solution to our problems. I mean, we can do better than what we have, but the first step is to get rid of all the motherfucking George Bush era rhinos. Is to get rid of them. Just tell them, hey, look, yo, it's time to retire, man. It's like your time's done, man. I mean, seriously, you passed your prime. You passed your due date. I mean, you passed the date that we like to have you around, but it's like we want to go something better. So that's where we're at, you know? That's where we're at right now. So that's why I sit there and I go like this. Seriously, dude. Seriously. And all these mandates that this Pino president in name only, aka the illegitimate president, wants to impose on people, everyone should just ignore them. Everyone should just say like this: no, we're not gonna abide by them. We're not gonna go along with that. We're just gonna refuse. We're just gonna say no. We are. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. You know, I would just say to the illegitimate president to his face and say, no, we're not abiding by your laws. You can take your laws and shove it where the sun don't shine. Or let me say this in unfiltered terms. He can shove it up his ass. But like I said, man, mandates are not laws. You can't force someone to take a jab. That's like forcing taxpayers to pay for an abortion when almost about like what? I'm gonna say 80% of the population don't want it. Don't want to pay for it. So I would say like this in this analogy. If they want to mandate, it's like this. The left wants to have it both ways. They want to make abortion a healthcare right, but then they want to mandate that you take the jab. Either one or the other, boys. You can't have it both ways. And as they say on the other side of the universe, you can't have it your way. You can't have it both ways, no matter how much you want it. It's got to be one or the other. You can't do two things at once. You can't. That's humanly impossible. Although, don't say that in front of the left, because they will try to do that, and they'll try to challenge that. Okay? But you know how the left is. But the one thing I do want to say, I do want to talk about is like this. This guy at the University of Pennsylvania by the name of William, Leah Thomas, the so-called dude who thinks he's a girl and he's beating women in all these swim meets. I just want to say this. He's a motherfucking cheater. Okay? He's a male cheater. He's basically a mediocre male who probably, and judging by his photos for the last 3 years, swam as a man in the men's swim team. Probably didn't make the, top 10 or top 20? The top 10 or top 20 swimmers in the NCAA. So he probably got pissed and decided to, take female hormones, put on a wig and dress and say he's a girl, and then is beating women just so he can satisfy his fragile, mediocre male ego, because he couldn't make it in the top 20 male male swim athletes in the NCAA. Basically like this. You got a guy who's beating women by a mere 15 seconds, and he says he's a girl, but we all know biology, we all know science, that men can never be women, women can never be men. You can never change your chromosomes no matter how motherfucking hard you try. I mean, you can try it, but at the end of the day, DNA, science, biology, nature, and Mother Nature win. They will beat the living shit out of you. They will literally say, I win, you lose. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. But the problem is, to the left, they have this like wishy-washy of science where they go like this. They believe in science only when it comes to like the cult of COVID that they support, or the Branch Covidians that they support. But when it comes to science of sex, gender, biology, they go, oh, it's transphobic, oh, it's bigoted, oh, it's this. It's because, like this, guys, here's the reality. The left, liberal, and Democrats make schizophrenics look like normal people. You couldn't tell the difference between a schizophrenic person and a leftist liberal Democrat. You couldn't, because they all look the same, act the same, smell the same, but it's hard to distinguish them two. But yeah, man, I just want to say like this. On this rainy Saturday, as I'm driving to work, I just think like this. The world is fucked up. The world is basically fucked up beyond all recognition. It is. It's fucked up. Because I see this everywhere where I go. I see fuck-ups. I see screw-ups. I see people acting like jackasses, idiots, and I've seen people in this world where people who kiss ass and kiss up to people and basically are bootlickers who get ahead in this world, where people like me who work our ass off get treated like shit, get treated like crap, get punished, and basically get denied everything in the world. People like me who work our ass off, who work hard to get to where we want to be, where's our motherfucking reward? Where's our reward for all the hard work we do? You know? That's all I want to know. But I see the reality for what it is. I see it. I see reality for what it is. And I know the reality. Reality here is, guys, is that Democrats have created a culture where they reward lazy assholes, ass kissers, and bootlickers, where people like me who work their ass off, who work hard, who basically day in, day out, like, grind at work, trying to make $1, okay? Trying to make $1 and trying to survive, get punished for it. It's basically wrong in my book. It's basically fucked up. But it is what it is in this world. It is what it is, and it is what I see in the world today. It is fucked up. Don't get me wrong. It is fucked up. People like me who work their ass off every day, I hardly ever get acknowledged, rewarded, or basically an acknowledgement of saying, hey, that's great, you're doing all the hard work. That's great, you're doing all this. I never. But people who kiss ass to someone else or kiss up to someone else, they get everything to them. That's why I sit there and I go like this. It's not the people who work hard. It's the poor management that I see around the world and in the workplace. I see poor management that people like me should have been rewarded with, but you got ass kissers that get rewarded. That to me is wrong. That to me says like, yeah, they don't like people like me because I work my ass off. They don't like my kind because I work so hard to get to where I want to be, do what I want to do, and basically be this and this and this. They hate that. They really do. They really do, man. But, yeah, one thing I do want to say like this, and I do want to talk about this for a few minutes before I go into Cumberland Farms to get my cup of coffee, okay, is that I wholeheartedly think like this. The world's fucked up. The world's messed up. Because you got people who are fucking up the world, fucking up the whole planet. And I sit there and I go like this. This whole planet needs a fucking reset button. It needs a button to just hit the reset and start all over. It does, man. Because we have fucked up people running this world. We have idiots who are basically burning this world to the ground. I mean, I like to have some semblance of the world before y'all destroy it. But I know that's not going to happen anytime soon. That ain't. But in any case, guys, in any case, I just want to say like this, and I really do, man. I really do, man. I think like this, the world's fucking crazy. The world's gone stir crazy. It has gone insane beyond all belief. It has, man. It has, man. And it simply has gone stark raving crazy. It's gone stark raving crazy for many reasons, guys. It's because we have too many assholes. We have too many assholes, idiots, and stupid retards that should never be put in the position that they're in. We do, man. We do. We have so many assholes who get put in positions that I sit there and question like this. How the fuck they get there? Okay? I see that all the time. I see that every day. You know? I see that every day wherever I go, man. I do. I see people get put in positions that make me question, how the fuck did they get there? How the fuck? You know? It really does, man. It really does. Okay? So anyway, guys, I'm here at Cumberland Farms here in Vernon, Connecticut. I gotta go get my coffee now. I'll see y'all soon. Bye for now. And thanks for listening to Nicky's World.